Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red Dirt and Stardust, a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Western and sci-fi pirate campaign. So, last we left off the party, they had just arrived at Red Tower, the mysterious mining town that was abandoned that had something in the lake. They did some investigating and found that there was indeed a large something in the lake spotted by faux pas, Shaw's Tressum familiar. They also noticed a bunch of very large orange lizard-looking creatures all running towards the church at the back of the town after its bell was rang. They found them in the middle of a fire worship ceremony, and after seeing a salamander painted on the back wall in charcoal, they figured out that the lizard-like people were worshiping a creature or a being known as Imix, the Fire Lord. They then decided that these creatures obviously worshipped what was in the lake, and what was in the lake was most likely a salamander, a very large elemental known for living in volcanoes and hot springs. They busted through the side window, not as stealthily as they would have wanted, and ended up slaying all of the lizard folk inside. After taking a short rest and attempting to interact with the ghosts that only simply pointed to the lake, they went down the dirt paths in the mining area to the water's surface, where Lyla and other party members used cantrips to make noises at the lake in order to attract the creature, which they successfully did. The salamander raised its head, opened its mouth, and it's going to breathe fire at you. So I'm going to need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Right off the bat. And then immediately after this, we're going to roll initiative.
Fabulous. Get some dice out here. Okay. Jed got a 14.
Jed got a 14. That's a
Yes.
failure.
Fabulous.
Well, I got a 5, so
that is a failure.
Right off the bat, I rolled a nat 20.
Good job.
That is a success.
That's not right.
Chauncey got an 18, and Lovey May.
That is a success.
What's that? Our proficiency bonus is 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lovey May got a 17.
That is just enough.
And
so
Lyla got a 21.
So that is a success. So everyone who succeeded will be taking half damage. Everyone who did not succeed will be taking full damage.
What about people who have fire resistance?
So if you succeeded, you will be taking half of half damage. So if you succeeded the saving throw and resist fire damage, you'll be taking basically a quarter damage.
All right, so what would that be?
I'm rolling that.
Maths.
That's going to be 44 points of damage in full, so 22 points of damage to those who succeeded, and 11 points of damage to those who succeeded with resistance.
Oh my god, I'm down.
You're
Did you
down?
say 22 points?
For those who succeeded, 22 points. 44 for those who failed.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my god.
Velantrios is just like, what a nice summer breeze.
Meanwhile, Shaw just slams down into the dirt, motionless.
Yeah, Lila's pretty beat up too. My dress!
Just wreathed in flames.
My hair!
So, everybody, it is time to roll initiative. Dun, dun, dun.
35 minus 22. Jed is... Oh, Jed failed?
So Jed would be taking 22 points of damage because he's resistant.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, because he takes full damage because he failed, but half because he resists it.
Sorry,
Velantrios only took 11 because he succeeded, and yeah, resistances are weird once you get into saving throws.
Okay, I got it. We're good. So you need initiative now.
Yes, initiative. Velantrios, what did you get?
11.
11,
Lyla got a 13.
13,
19.
19 for Shaw.
And Jed got an
Ooh, that's a close
11
hammer.
also. Sorry. Jed,
This is
Jed
got a
also
real
got.
close up of your
I
teeth.
didn't.
Fine,
And
let me
That was my
Chauncey?
camera.
Chauncey got a 15.
15. Oh, well, that is very lucky because all of you are going before the monster. So, Shaw, death saving throw,
I was like,
please.
I love that I go first. This
Oh
is
my
good.
I swear, don't I have like a? I feel like I have a spare the dying or something like that.
Oh, nat
You-
20.
Oh, so you
Nice.
pop back up
Yes.
on 1 hit point.
Yeah. Can I do Bomb of the Summer Court? Or do I
On
have
your
to wait?
turn. On your
Oh,
turn.
God, that's
You can do
okay.
Bomb of the Summer Court on your turn. Okay. So, well, that's the end of your turn is popping back up, which is good because next up is Chauncey with Lyla on deck.
I'm
Fabulous.
gonna try to shoot it with my guns.
Cast gun.
Casting gun.
Casting gun, please. Casting gun.
Yes. You may cast gun.
Oh, I need to remind myself to. I didn't update my normal magic weapon modifier after our level up, so I do need to add 1 to that. So there we go. Okay, so first shot. It's an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Second shot. 17 to hit.
That just hits. Roll damage. Despite its skin looking very slippery, it seems it is also very rubbery, and the bullet bounced off, but the second one found its target.
16 points of damage to it.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
pretty good chunk of damage.
That's 1 for the gun.
I will bonus action. Lovey May is going to repair herself. So she's going to
Awesome.
regain 2d8 plus my proficiency bonus and hit points. Oh, wait.
All right. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. It is now Lila's turn with both Jed and Velantrios on deck. Whoever has the highest dexterity goes first.
Jed
Does
is
Jed?
a +2. Jed's a 15.
I'm a 14.
Okay, so
Okay,
Jed is
so
going to
Jed
go
will go
first,
first.
followed by Velantrios, and then the monster. So, Lyla, what you doing on your turn?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, trying to look at my spells on my phone. I think we are going to, and oh my god, I don't even have a card for this. I already used that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I sure did.
You used your card, your ace up your sleeve.
I want the one. Yeah. I'm gonna mind sliver it, I
Ooh,
think,
all
is what we're
right.
gonna do.
What saving throw is it? I'm assuming it's intelligence. It's not very intelligent.
It is intelligence. Yeah,
Cool.
that's what we're gonna do.
It got a 12, so a 10.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a definite failure. So that's 1d6 psychic. Let's do my
Does it not
d6
get
here.
Does the dice not go up in number due to
Oh
you
yeah,
being 5th
right.
level?
Sorry. Cantrips.
Remember, y'all
Right.
are 5th level, you get
I
more.
keep forgetting. So spells damage increases by 1d6 when you okay, so it's total of 2d6.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2. That's 2. So that's 4 psychic damage.
All right.
And that'll be minus a d4 from the next saving throw. And I think we're gonna who's on deck?
Jed is on
Jed,
deck.
and then let's Bardic Inspiration Velantrios. We'll give Velantrios a Bardic Inspiration.
And that's a D8 at this
Yay.
point?
It's a d6.
It's still a D6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then next up is Jed. If you're done with your turn.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're playing two characters in a row.
Crap. All right. Okay, well, we have a saving throw thingy we can take advantage of. What does he got? Let's see what we have for spells.
This is going to be interesting for a few of you because this thing is has stuff with fire, so
Gee, if only one of us has absorb elements.
Uh, hmm. Hmm. I think
lots of
can
interesting
we
toys.
reach it? Can we reach it with a like how far away is it from us?
I think for Jed, it's like right in his face. Because you
Like
and
right in
Jed,
his face?
yeah, you and Jed were right on the edge of the
Oh
water.
yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
were like right down there.
I teleconnect shoved you 5 feet back. So Jed
Okay.
is the only one that's like right in its face.
Got it. All right. Well, that will work then. Oh no, I don't want to do that because if she's right there, yeah, I guess we'll just do the flaming sphere.
Okay, you
Wait,
do Flaming Sphere.
flaming sphere it is. Do I have to? I can just use that. Does that do a spell slot?
That's
Yeah, it does take a
second
spell
level.
slot.
Okay.
It takes a spell slot to do Flaming
I
Sphere.
can't make things go away here. Okay, so that's gonna take one of his pack slots. Let's see what flaming sphere does. Appears in an unoccupied space. Okay, so next to the creature.
Actually,
Ends
I
its
think
turn within 5
since you
feet.
all figured out what this creature is and where it
Oh, that's
lives, I
yeah,
think
that's
I
probably a
should
terrible
probably
idea.
inform you. I just thought
No,
about it. It's
you
immune
don't
to
even.
fire.
I was gonna say you don't even have to continue. I'm retarded. That's literally dumb.
It's immune to fire. So yeah,
Flaming sphere?
it's
Should I flaming sphere?
should I Flaming Sphere the creature immune to fire?
The fire elemental creature.
Yeah, you all figured it out, so I'm gonna give you that info for free.
All right, fine. We'll guiding bolt it.
Fair enough.
We'll do that. So ranged spell attack. So that's a +8.
I will say
And
he's
that's
also
a
right up on it, so that would be at disadvantage because ranged attack rolls are at disadvantage if it is within melee range.
fair enough. We'll do it anyway. Well, that I think is fine because we still got a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. So I can't. Yeah, I can't click stuff. So then it's 46 radiant damage. The next attack roll made against the target has advantage. Yeah. 46. 5, 9,
Fine.
15,
Let me check as
20.
his slots may have leveled up. Yeah, his spell slots. Oh, his spell slots leveled up to third, so his guiding bolt is automatically cast at third level.
Oh, okay. So
So let
that's
me
2
real
more.
quick pull
Hang
it up.
on.
Is it only 2 more?
5. Yeah. Total of 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept rolling 5s.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness. Well, that was a pretty sizable chunk out of this thing. And it now glows with the fiery energy that Jed is known for. Is there anything else that Jed would
And
like to do?
yeah, can we hop back like out of its facial area?
Yes, it is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see what happens.
Oh no, it got a
Oh,
4. So wait, 9. Does
that's
a 13
not an
hit
oh
Jed?
no. It does not. Yay!
All right. It reaches out and snaps its jaws at Jed as he runs back away from the salamander. So now it is Velantrios' turn. What would
Okay.
you like to do?
I'm going to go to. I mean, I'm not going to go to Shawthorn, but I'm going to look at him and I'm going to cast Healing Word.
All right. Roll
Um,
how much healing? Roll for healing.
It's
Nice.
1d4 plus 5, so 8 hit points.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Yay.
It's more than 1 hit point.
That's very
Yeah.
true. You're now on 9.
Looking about as
Um,
good as the rest of us, except for maybe Chauncey.
All right.
Oh, I'm still
I
under.
should.
I'm under half myself at this point too.
Oof.
Or no,
Yeah,
I'm
that.
just above half.
Either
Also,
way,
I have a question.
fire away.
Do I do a reaction after the thing attacks?
Reactions are triggered, so something has to happen first, and then you choose to use your reaction. Like the Hellish Rebuke is
Yep.
if somebody attacks you and successfully hits, you can Hellish Rebuke, but you can't just go Hellish Rebuke, just a Hellish Rebuke.
Right.
Reactions are always triggered by something. So like
Like opportunity
Jed,
attacks are also
yeah, like
reactions.
Jed running away from the salamander caused the salamander to reach out and attempt to bite him because that was an attack of opportunity. The running away triggered it. The salamander couldn't just bite him not on his turn.
Right. Okay.
All right. So that means it's the salamander's turn. Let me look at what the salamander can do. Oh my. Okay. All right. So
This is not
because
gonna be
you
fun.
have all disturbed it, I think
What I
the
do?
people that are within reach.
That would be Lyla.
Yeah, I was just say something like only Lyla.
Well, you'd be surprised. So
Jed
I
only
think,
got back 30 feet. Like that's yeah.
I
oh,
was like,
30 feet?
and I was like 10 feet back from Lyla. And
Yeah.
I don't know where Chauncey was or
I don't know
Velantrios.
where I am.
Yeah. I was
I'm assuming you
probably
all kind of grouped up at the edge of the water, and then the salamander came up, and whoever's
Yeah.
moved away on their turn has moved away. So
Mm.
Right.
Jed has moved 30 feet away. I'm going to say that's
Yeah.
more of a horizontal movement than it is like backwards because these things are like
Sure.
tiered shelves.
Yeah, I see what you're doing here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have to move away from it this way rather than this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. I thought Chauncey would be on one of the weird tiered shelves because I have natural spider climb, so the
Okay,
range
so you'd be
probably-
like up one, so it can't reach you, it can't reach Jed, but I'm assuming it can reach everyone else.
Definitely Lyla. For
Okay.
sure.
So it's going to. Well, actually, Lyla, you did hurt it, so it's going to go for you. It's going to try. It lunges out of the water to bite you.
I knew I should have done a vicious mockery.
Does a 21 hit you?
No, come on now.
I have to ask. You never know. Okay, so
Silvery
you're going.
barbs.
Are you going to silvery barbs it?
Wait, do I have the slot for it? Hang on. Yes, I have the slot. I'm using it.
No, I rolled a 17. So you still get hit.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'll give
So
the
you're gonna take.
advantage to I guess it doesn't matter because it's already got a guiding bolt. I'll give the advantage to Chauncey.
Okay. So you're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and then you're going 1 point of fire damage.
Oh my god.
That was incredibly lucky. However, it does have 4 claw attacks as it rears up out of the water and begins swiping with its 4 front legs. So we have Velantrios that is there, Lyla that's there, and Shaw that's there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 1 at each of you, and then I'll roll a d4 and see which one it decides to attack. So we'll go with Lyla first.
I'm dead.
That's definitely a hit.
I'm dead.
Were you on 1 hit point?
I'm down. No, I'm on 4. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Yep, you'd go down
Yeah, I'm
because it
down.
gets a +5.
Yeah.
Shaw, let's do you. Does a 13 hit you?
No. Thank
You
God.
expertly dodge as his claw swipes. And then Velantrios. Oh, it rolled a 19 plus 9, so that is 28.
You even have to ask.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of
do, because sometimes people have really weird abilities that they want to pop. So
Oh,
True.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, after you
you
take
want to
damage
hellish rebuke the salamander?
I
and
mean,
try to
fair
damage
enough.
it with fire.
It won't take fire damage.
Okay. Okay. Although it's striking me, right? It's not
Yes.
blasting me.
It
Yeah.
definitely just landed a hit.
So it's 11 points of piercing damage, and then I'm going to roll a d4. So Lyla will be 1, Shaw will be
Lila's
2,
down.
Oh. So then it's a 50-50 between Shaw and
Yeah.
Velantrios.
Yeah, Lila's
1,
already
2
down.
for Shawthorn, 3, 4 for Velantrios, Shaw.
Cool.
It rolled a 13 plus 9 for its
Yeah, yeah.
claws.
Yeah. Even with shield that hits. So
Wait, we could have Jed use vicious mock or silvery barbs on that one.
You want him to use silvery barbs?
Let me see what he has for slots still. Because I just used one. He used a packed slot.
And I forgot to roll for his
Um,
breath. Oh well.
You have his
I think he's
because he has 2 classes, right? Doesn't he have warlock
Yes.
slots and
yeah.
sorcerer slots?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, we can silvery barbs it. Let's do it.
Whoops, that was not the die I wanted to re-roll. I'm assuming a 17 still hits.
shield? No, it does not.
It doesn't hit because you're shielding?
Yeah.
Cool. Its claw
Ah!
bounces off. So it did save it. I'm gonna roll. It does not get its breath back. That is the end of its turn. So we are back up to the top with Shaw, who is up and can do things now.
Oh,
Lyla,
and
is Lyla
we'll give
still
the
in its
advantage
mouth?
to Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
Is Lyla still in the mouth?
She's down. I guess right by the water, like about to be torn to bits.
Is it possible for me? So I'm right by Lyla. If I grab a foot or something,
Oh my god.
if I thunder step, would it hit anyone else besides the salamander? Could I maneuver this?
Yay.
Because it's only 10 feet.
I mean, I'm
Um,
right next to her, so
If you're willing to take an attack of opportunity, I will let you drag her 10 feet away and then thunderstep.
Oh, but
Or drag her.
I want to hit the salamander with the thunder step is the problem. What if I jump on the salamander and grab her foot?
You can certainly try.
I just want to get to where I can thunder step without hitting any of my friends and take Lyla with me. That's all I care about.
acrobatics.
Oh how
Um,
noble. Now he's noble.
da, 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 da.
Oh, there's the other there's my D20. Okay.
I'm trying to think of how you all are positioned because it's 10 feet around you, correct? It's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, which would mean that you would actually, no, you could drag her 5 feet. You'd still be within the threatened radius of the salamander because this thing has ridiculous reach.
And
I'd
then
let you
thunder step.
drag her 5 feet, which would use 10 feet of your movement because you're dragging.
And then
Thunder step, and you'd still hit
that works.
salamander.
I'll do it.
Yeah, so
That-
you reach
that
down,
thing.
you drag Lyla, and then boom, you cast thunder step.
It
I'm
has to make a con save.
It's pretty good at
Oh,
those.
with a minus D4.
Oh yeah. Oh, minus D4, so
Dice were horrible. That was a horrible roll. 3d10. I rolled a 9.
it got an unnatural 20.
Great.
Crap.
So it takes half
Beautiful.
of 9.
So that would be 4.
Yeah.
But me and Lyla appear, so I can go up to 90 feet away, but I don't want to be that far, like 30 feet on the other side, Jed.
Okay, so
60
like
feet
right next to
from
Jed. Okay.
that. Because
All right.
Jed can heal, right? Maybe, I don't know. He's a preacher.
Yes, Jed
Some
can,
stuff.
in fact, heal. We will see if that comes into play. So now we have Chauncey with Lyla on deck.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite with one of my second level spell slots.
What does Branding Smite do?
Adds 2d6 radiant damage to my next
Radiant.
attack.
Okay, I was checking because I knew one of them did fire. One of the smites does fire damage, and I was like, hopefully you're not using that one.
Yeah.
It's also the one that if it tries to become invisible, it can't become invisible. Okay, how does 26 do?
That hits.
Okay, so it'll be 2d8. Do you need me to separate the radiant from it or no?
No.
Okay.
Only if it's fire damage.
That's not
Well,
horrible.
if it was fire damage, you just wouldn't roll it, but
And I think I have, what do I have on this? It should be intelligence plus. Yeah. Okay, so 23 points of damage on that one.
woof.
And I will attack it with my extra attack, and this one doesn't have advantage.
Oh, right.
Because of silvery barbs.
Right.
Or would it pop the guiding bolt too?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Advantage
wondering.
from one source.
If you,
Like, would you use the guiding bolt one first and then the silvery barbs second?
I'm
Or-
thinking the guiding bolt pops first
Okay.
because
so
it's the
attack,
next one.
can I attack with advantage then with the silvery
Yes,
barb?
with your yes. So you would use your silver. Yeah, it would pop the guiding bolt first because that's the
Woo!
wording of the spell. The next attack roll.
Good thing I had advantage because one of those was a nat 1, but the other one is a dirty 20.
That hits. And what are you using? Are you casting gun?
Yeah, it's just the gun. It's magical piercing damage.
Okay.
That one's only 13 points of damage because it doesn't have no stats attached to it.
That's still a pretty good chunk. This thing is not happy.
And Chauncey's actually going to move forward so that he's in its threatened range, just so it has something else to maybe swing at other than everyone who doesn't have a lick of AC to them.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I thought we were trying to be tactical about this, but okay. Watching everyone nearly die again. He's just gonna walk up with a pistol and a shield and a prayer. And Lovey May's with him, but he already used his bonus action, so she can't attack.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
But she can provide disadvantage, right? As her reaction.
She has her own reaction to provide disadvantage on melee attacks.
So that's good. I think Velantrios is the only one within the threatened radius, so she could do that with Velantrios if she wanted to.
Yeah, we'll get up so that she's next to. Chauncey's going to position himself near Velantrios so that Lovey May's splitting the distance between them, so that she can just doll kick it whenever it goes after somebody.
Awesome. All right, so that was the end of Chauncey's turn. Now, Lyla, death saving throw, please.
Yepper. And it's just a straight D20, right?
I think it's D20 plus. Is
con?
it D20 plus con? Because it's a saving throw, so it's D20 plus con.
Well,
it's 10 or half the damage.
I got an 8, so.
Is that with your con modifier?
Yep.
So that is one death saving throw failure for Lyla.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone didn't take her away from me, I could have done Spare the Dying.
I mean, I could have just left her there for the Salamander.
Yeah, right, like, to eat.
Also, the next person in initiative order, he can heal you with his bonus action using one of his class features.
Oh, yeah, because it is Jed's turn now, and Jed has a pool of healing dice, I believe, just like Velantrios. We have 2 people with healing pools.
That's a thing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of his pact.
Yeah, he's a Celestial Warlock. Yeah. Except we don't know he's a Celestial Warlock in game.
Well, yeah, players know the mechanics.
Yeah.
Characters don't know shit.
All I know is he's a cleric. That's all I got.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, and it won't even cost a spell slot.
Yep.
So that's 2d6. Let's see, where's my other D6? And that's 11. That's pretty tidy
Hell yeah.
out of
And
2d6.
he also can use his action because that's a bonus action heal. So
Yeah.
And
You
it's
can
not a
throw a
spell,
cantrip.
so you can use an actual spell because it's not a leveled spell, it's an ability.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot done in
Which,
that turn.
let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Actually, can we? I'm sorry, guys. That's my work. Can you give me like a minute? Give me just a second. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Vicky, give me one moment.
All right. Well, we'll just go with if Kyle, because I know you've played him before as well, if you'd like to pull him up so we can
Sure, give
keep the
me.
battle going. And it'll be a
I
while before Lyla pops up again, so
I
just keep
can't sign into my
crack-a-lacking.
D&D Beyond account anymore, so I have issues with that. But he's maxed his spellcasting stat, so he has Mind Sliver.
I believe
No,
he does have Mind Sliver.
I'm
Oh, he also has Toll the
looking.
Dead. He has Toll the Dead because he's done
Want
that
to
before.
use Toll the Dead?
Let's just have him Toll the Dead, and I believe that would be a
Team
wisdom saving.
effort.
Wisdom
Yeah.
save 16 is his.
Wisdom. Oh. Rolled a 19.
Oof, and that
As
does
the
nothing then.
dolorous bell rings out as he makes a gesture at it, the salamander shivers in the water, but nothing seems to happen to it. So unless Jed would like to move, it's now Velantrios' turn. You are right up on that salamander.
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm gonna do my my trademark spell. I'm gonna entangle.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it say anything about having to be on natural ground or anything like that? Or can you just
Let's see. It says grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot radius of 20-foot square. Blah blah blah.
it is in the water.
I
I will say
mean,
that.
roots do like grow in the water.
All right, I'll let you have this one. So what saving throw am I making? Strength? Is it strength?
Strength 16.
Strength 16. Hoo boy. We'll see if this works out at all. 25.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Got a natural 20.
I figured it was gonna be strong, but
Yeah.
It is very strong, boy. It is very strong, boy. So as
Oh.
your vines with roses sprout and begin to snake through the water, beginning to curl around it, it just roars and slaps them to bits.
Well, at the very least, one of them is gonna slap it across the face.
It sadly does
Sure.
no damage.
It
But
didn't
now,
have to.
Just spite.
just simple spite.
Yeah.
It is now, sadly, the salamander's turn. And
Yay.
Chauncey, you have done the most damage to it, and it is not very happy about it. So it's going to bite and claw you with all of its attacks.
Yay!
It got a 2, so it got an 11 on the bite.
That doesn't hit.
As you expertly whack it in the face with your shield. Its claw got a natural 1, so you parry it once again. Its claws. It's very angry and not rational. It gets a 23 on its second claw.
Can I give it disadvantage on that one with Lovey May?
It got an 18.
That doesn't hit either.
All right. So that's 2. This is the third claw attack. A 20, just a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 meets it, and if meets it beats it, Chauncey's gonna use shield.
Okay, so now it's fourth one.
Yeah.
Oh no, it rolled a 7, so it doesn't get anything close. So it has wasted all of its
That was
attacks.
crazy.
Wow.
That
was
was
literally
crazy.
insane.
That is
I don't understand how that
insane.
happened.
What the
Uh,
heck?
Chauncey with his enchanted shield and then casting shield has 25 AC.
Yep.
Because artificers are dumb.
Wow.
Artificers are crazy.
Yep.
Yep. So we are back up to the top with Shaw. You've just seen this salamander just go absolutely ape shit on Chauncey and do nothing to him.
I'm going to cast Mind Spike Wisdom save on it.
Ooh.
Not a spell I use very often, but
It's a wisdom save.
14. It's not amazing, but
Oh. How does it have a +4 to wisdom saves? Okay.
are you kidding me? I
Yeah.
thought this would be like the one
It's
thing
a
it's bad
23.
at.
It's a 23.
No.
It's so bizarre because it has an 11 for wisdom, but it has
I
a
was like-
+4 for
I was like,
wisdom
maybe
saves.
it'll be bad at this. Well, it'll take 7 psychic damage. Amazing. And no matter what, I'll always know where it's at for the next hour.
You
I
said
think.
7 points of psychic damage?
Yeah.
All right, well, something's better than nothing.
Yeah, so for the next hour, I'll know exactly where it's at.
Cool, if it survives an hour.
Right.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to roll for its breath. It doesn't get it back. Okay. So now that Shaw's turn is done, we move to Chauncey. Oh,
Wait,
Shaw, do you
real
still
quick.
have something?
I haven't used my movement. Can I just use it to pick up Lyla? Stand Lyla back up.
Oh wait, yeah, I healed. I did heal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did heal, so you're
Yeah.
up.
I'm up.
So I just
All
stand
right.
you back up.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yep. So we now move down to Chauncey. You are in this thing's face. It has tried to bite you and claw you, and you had a moment of absolute heroism at fending this thing off in its wild strikes of attacks.
So if I shoot it with a gun right now, it's a disadvantage because I'm too close, right?
Yes, because you are within melee range of it.
If I back up 10 feet, would I be able to shoot it without having disadvantage?
Yes. And you would still be within its threat radius.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'll back up 10 feet and try to pop a cap at it.
Pop
What's the cap in his
ass.
26 to hit. On the
That
first.
hits.
That's a hell of a cap.
The gun is stupid.
It's a bayonetta gun. Of course it's stupid.
Yeah.
Of course it's absolute dumb shit.
11.
11 points of damage. Cool.
11 points of damage. Second shot.
Uh-huh.
That's only a 16 to hit.
That does not hit. It bounces off of its rubbery hide.
And I will use my bonus action to let Lovey May take a kick at it.
All right.
She gets a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
So it. Oh God, what's the steel defender? I think it's a D10 plus proficiency bonus. Let me double check.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It's either a D10 or a D8, but it never goes up. It's always just until like 14th level.
Oh wow.
Force Empowered Ren is 1D8. Yeah, 1D8 plus proficiency bonus. So
well, that's
here
not so
we
bad.
go. 7 plus our proficiency bonus is 3. That's 10 force damage.
Ooh. Well, that made the math easy for that one. This thing is hurting, and it's
And
not
I'm just gonna
happy.
Use more of my movement speed to go right back up in front of it again and just be like, nee, 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 nee.
Fair enough. So we move down the list after that to Lyla with Jed on deck. You're about 30 feet away from it.
And about 30 hit points too low.
Yeah, this thing wrecked you with that fire breath.
It really did. It really did. Let me see what else we're gonna do. I guess I'll finally use the spray of cards from my card sharps deck.
Ooh. What saving throw is that? And I'm assuming you're using cutting cards.
Yes. It's a deck save.
Deck save.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too bad. It got a 12.
Okay, yeah, that's a fail.
So
And
it's
let
getting
me
sliced
see
up as you
here.
launch these cards at it.
Damn it.
Ooh, paper
If I
cut.
remember correctly, they ever so slightly glow pink and are all Ace of Hearts.
They do.
And they're all Ace of Hearts and Queen of Hearts somehow.
Okay. Dex saving 2d10. Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. Oh, nope, I lied. It's 3d10. And I think I did actually roll
Oh,
it
because you're
on
doing it
here.
through the Card Sharps deck,
Mm-hmm.
aren't you? So it automatically gets its free level up.
Okay, I don't even know what happened or where that fucking roll went. Here it is. It was total of 15.
15.
Yes, 15 magical
Ooh.
piercing.
This thing is not happy. As you launch out these pink glowing Ace of Hearts and Queen of Hearts cards, woohoo, that begin to swirl and slash up the salamander. It gives a horrible shriek as two of its legs slap the water. It's not looking too hot. It's definitely showing some wear and tear. This thing only has a small amount of health to go before you down it. So now we have Jed with Velantrios on deck. So what's Jed doing?
Oh shit, I'm Jed. I'm also
Yes.
Jed.
I was like, I had to ask.
I am also
Woo!
Jed. Oh my god. Okay.
That's good.
Let's do.
Well, we know wisdom saves are like weirdly good and strength are good for this thing. Does he have anything that hits anything else?
Con was good too.
On was
I
good.
was gonna say I'm feeling like a Toll the Dead.
We tried Told the Dead when you were on your phone and it didn't work.
Oh, you did.
I mean, you
Oh.
can try
Oh yeah,
it
that's right. It's
again.
with
It might not resist it this time.
True.
It might have gotten so worn down it just can't handle it.
Or we could do a let's do a Toll the Dead.
All right, it's a wisdom
saving throw,
save.
please. Yeah.
Oh, it rolled a 2. So it only gets a 6, which means
Fabulous.
Toll the Dead goes off.
Yay!
And you get to use D12s because it's been severely damaged.
So 2D twivels. Where is they? There's one. And there's one. Oh, that one went on the floor. Total of 11.
11 points of damage.
11 points necrotic. Yep.
Yep. Awesome. And now we are at Velantrios.
Yay. It's pretty much on its last leg, right?
Yeah, it's not looking too hot.
It did lose an actual leg.
I'm gonna do guiding bolt.
Ooh. All right, roll it.
That's 24 damage.
You mean 24 to
What?
hit?
24 to hit.
You have to roll the hit first.
Okay. That's gonna be 19.
So that does hit. So now you're
Oh
gonna
my
roll
God.
damage. I'm sorry, I'm not letting you keep the previous damage roll. Just roll again.
That's fine. 21.
Oh,
That'll do. That'll do.
it's still up, but it looks like a sneeze can take it out. And it is not happy that you've done this to it because it's now its turn,
Its
unless you want to do
turn,
something
yeah.
else.
Is Misty Step a bonus move or whatever it's called?
You cast a leveled
think it
spell,
is.
so you can't. It is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
I will give you that, but it is a leveled spell, which means you can't cast it and Guiding Bolt at the same time. So since you've cast Guiding Bolt, you can't Misty Step.
Right.
Correct.
Because
think you're
leveled spell
about-
slots.
think
could
you're about
still
out of
just-
spice.
You could run because then you only
You could
take
just
one
actually run,
opportunity attack versus letting it hit you potentially five times on its turn.
Yes, that is a possibility.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like
Cast run away.
move away.
It's going to try and bite you.
Cast, get the fuck out of there.
That's going to be a 21 to hit you.
It hits.
All right, so it's going to be a D8. So that's 7 points of piercing damage plus 5 points of fire damage.
1 sec. I'm resistant.
So you would take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay, so what was the first one?
7 points of piercing damage, and then you take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That is
Cool.
not horrible.
And then it is its turn with no other targets except for Chauncey. It's going to try and hit you again with all 5 attacks, actually. It's bite first,
That is a ridiculous multi-attack, let me tell you.
Yeah,
which
seriously.
it gets a natural 1.
Nat 1.
First claw, it gets a natural 20.
Oh, that's.
Ouch.
Can someone? It's fine. It's fine.
So since it's only its claw attack, that would be
Jed could, right?
11, 12, 13.
He'll be all
That'd be
right.
17 points of piercing damage as it whacks you with its first claw attack.
That'll. Okay.
Its second claw attack, it misses. Third claw attack, does a 19 hit you?
It does not.
And then it misses with its fourth attack. So it gets you once, but it's
Delightful.
still up. And it is not very happy. Back up to the top with Shaw, as that's the end of this thing's turn.
Okay.
Finish it.
I know. I'm like, can I? Is the problem.
You would be shocked. If
I'm
you don't
gonna
use
make-
fire damage, there's a possibility you'll
make-
just finish it off.
I'm gonna make a to hit roll against it, and you just chill touch. You know.
Okay, you're gonna chill
Okay.
touch it. Awesome.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes. 22 hits. Can
Oh,
you deal 3
8
points of damage?
8 necrotic damage.
Did it.
And this thing is down. What does your chill touch look like?
A cute little cat's paw.
A cute little catch paw literally reaches out and boops it on the nose, and you watch
And
as
it
it
dies.
crumbles to pumice stone and ash and obsidian chunks. And in the center of it is a foot in diameter, glowing object of some kind that quickly sinks into the water.
That's not good.
Can I? How far in the water is it?
I
As
would
far
say
as
because
I'm
of the
concerned,
size
we
of its
finished it
body,
out.
it's probably about 10 feet out in the water as it just sinks.
Is the water still really hot?
I'm sure it is.
Roll
It's also
me
toxic?
a nature check.
Who can I do the same?
Yes.
Didn't we say it was like bubbling and shit and like the wrong color?
Well, I'm wondering if that was
opaque?
because the salamander showed up.
Oh, right.
So yeah, roll me a nature check.
I got a 16.
13.
Yo.
Hello.
Alright.
Hey!
Hi, you made it. You missed the
I
salamander
did.
fight.
R.I.P. Did we die?
Literally missed just the salamander fight.
Me and Lyla both went down, but that was it.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody survived, but there were multiple downings. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wow,
It was
guys,
rough.
that was a real rough fight.
So
Thank
I will
goodness
say-
we had your help.
I was instrumental, I think.
All right. With us, you said it was a 16 nature check.
I got a 16.
You notice The water is boiling significantly less, and the water is more clear and seems to be slowly and incrementally getting clearer and not bubbling as much.
Can I use shape water to clarify the water?
Same.
I guess.
If I can see it, I can teleconnect, shove it 5 feet closer to us, but that's about all I got.
Would we be able to shape water to bring it back to the surface?
It only. How
maybe
far does
if
the
we
spell
did that
go?
like way before it sank, but
It did.
What
The
sank?
object did. A glowing orange object came out of the salamander's body as it crumbled into pumice stone and obsidian and ash.
Yeah.
How big?
Wait,
About a foot in diameter.
Can't we just
Velantrios.
can't we just mage hand that sucker?
Yeah.
It's already sunk below the waves.
Yeah, Velantrios,
Yeah.
you can resist heat, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Stick your hand in the water. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I think it's acid damage, not heat, but
I think we're about to find out.
I don't know. I am fire resistant, but not acid resistant.
Right. So are you sticking your hand in the water?
No.
Okay.
Come on, just dunk a little toe in. That's
Someone has
that
to-
boss.
Someone has to
Landers
find
is
out.
like, you can dump your toe in, and he just
Chauncey, while
looks
they're
at.
talking, is just gonna stick his finger in the water. How much
All
does
right.
it hurt?
How much does it hurt?
I'm gonna say that at this point in time, with everything that's happened, you only take 1 point of acid damage.
Okay, acid
Oh.
damage. Okay.
He's just gonna pull it out and be like, I mean, it feels like it's got about as much acid in it as a basic lemon tort.
right.
Fine.
We all know
Given,
how
I will
much
also
acid
say with
that
that
is.
16, with a 16 nature check and having put your finger in the water, I'm going to say that this water was significantly less acidic than when it was splashed on you when the salamander popped out of the water.
Okay, fine. I'll go in.
Wait.
All
How
I
deep
know
is
is
it?
my hand can't take any more damage.
I mean,
One of y'all do it.
I can go in. I don't have to breathe.
Okay, you do it.
What about Lovey May? How's Lovey May do against acid damage?
He's not letting her. But then again, Chauncey's also at 10 HP now, so
Yeah,
like,
that's why I'm like.
Right.
unless anybody wants to let me bite them, well, also I can just heal myself. Is another thing I can do.
Yeah,
That's
why don't,
also
before we
something
let
you
you
could
bite
just
people,
do.
why don't I just, and I'll do a healing light on you.
Some of
I'll
your
do
healing light
healing
was
word.
spent in the fight.
Oh yeah, I
Cool.
spent all of it
86.
actually.
Spent all of
You
it?
spent
Never mind
all of
then.
it?
Well,
R.I.P.
Balm
on
of the
your,
Summer Court.
I didn't know how much you had left. On your character sheet, it said you already used 3, so I
Yeah,
used 2.
Cool.
Okay.
No
yes.
healing light for you.
Okay.
He takes it
I'll
back.
I'm doing great. I'm doing a whole lot. I'm contributing meaningfully, I think.
I'll do Balm of the Summer Court.
Cool.
On
Roll
whom?
The
Oh,
ability that's
on-
just better than my ability.
Yeah.
In every way.
Just better
God, where is it?
somewhere.
How deep is the water? While he's doing this, how deep is the water where the thing sunk? How deep does it look?
Nature
You can't
check?
really tell because it's still pretty foggy, but given the width of this thing and how cloudy the water is, there's a possibility that where it sunk could be anywhere from 15 to 30 feet down. It's probably a good 60 feet down to the probably floor of this thing. So there's about 60 feet of water in between you and the bottom of this lake. This pit lake is like half a mile wide. This thing is huge.
Where would Balm of the Summer Court be? Is it under action?
Features and traits.
It'd be under
Features and
features.
traits.
Yeah.
Features and traits.
Okay. Balm of the Shot. There you are. Okay. Fey energy pool 4d6.
So yeah,
Goodness.
I guess you can just use up however many of those you want
Yeah.
to spend them on healing for someone.
I'll do 2 times.
All right, so that's
Roll it.
2d6 healing.
Hey, 11 points.
Good roll.
Yay.
That's
That'll
really good.
do. That actually is really very good.
I'll also cast first level Cure Wounds on myself. Chauncey just reaches into his bag of holding and pulls out a wad of homemade bandages that he wraps around himself and they glow a little. He's going to get 8 hit points back from that as well.
How are you
Are we doing a
Awesome.
short rest sort of thing? Because I feel like that's kind of what's happening here.
Well, I'm going to go dive into that before anything else after I get. I feel much better about diving into an acid lake with this many hit points than I was.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to have me a little
how
sit
good are
down
you?
here and comb out my hair.
How much health are you missing now, Chauncey?
I am missing 21 points of health still.
Second level cure wounds. Wow, that was shit. 12.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
I'm above 40 now.
All right. Do you think you can jump in there now, Chauncey?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll do it. Wish me luck. Jumping into a lake full of acid. Totally fine. Actually, now that I think about it, Chauncey's gonna just like he's gonna be like, can you watch these for he's gonna take off his bag of holding after stashing his gun in it, and he's just gonna like strip down to pretty much just his overalls. Just so he doesn't melt any of his fancy gear.
All right.
I'm not sure how strong the acid is. Except he will reach in and grab like a single needle, like from his like an oversized needle from his bag, which is his multi-purpose tool, just to be on the safe side.
All right.
And multi-purpose needle between the teeth, like some sort of weird commando diver. And he's just gonna hop into this acid lake.
Yep. So you hop in, you're going to take 1 point of acid damage as you begin to sink. You sink
there he
probably
goes.
around, you would estimate possibly around 20 feet before you hit a ledge, but you do see a glowing light just over the ledge. The water is cleared enough for you to see that, but it's still very hazy.
I'll swim down to it or muck my way over to it.
Yep, so you kind of hop down, float down. It looks like it's made out of glass as you kind of pick it up. It's hot to the touch, but the kind of heat that you feel when you touch a stove top immediately after the hot surface light goes off. Like it's still pretty hot and you kind of want to pull your hand away, but it's not going to damage you. It's just uncomfortably hot. It's
Just
a
like
glass. It is a glass heart. And there are parts of it up near the top where the ventricles are that are made of obsidian. And in the middle of this heart, swirling is what appears to be lava. Even through the water, you can almost hear this sort of rumbling of the lava sloshing back and forth and boiling. It has a lot of elemental energy in it very clearly. You don't even need to make an arcane roll or anything. This thing is filled with elemental energy.
Dibs.
There's a lot of things that you could theoretically do with it, but you probably can't do much with it as it is.
Oh yeah, I'll swim back up with my part of lava glass. I don't know. We'll come up with a cool name for it later. I'll just swim back up with it and be like,
Were there jewels?
this counts as a jewel.
Well, I don't think I can
Well,
wear
damn.
that.
I could try to identify it if you want. I just need 10 minutes.
Sure.
Sure, if you want to try.
Well, go on then.
All right, I'll sit down and start my 10-minute cast of identify. Well, actually, shit. I don't think I have the. Now I think about it, I don't think I have a pearl. So just kidding. JK.
If the spell doesn't consume it, I'm not going to make you have to have it unless it's like stupefyingly expensive.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just.
That's kind of what we ruled because I don't really like the concept of the home D&D shopping network. So
Yeah, I was like, we would have to go on a shopping episode.
Gotta buy a
Okay,
lot of bat guano.
I'll just cast.
Yeah.
I'll just cast identify on it then.
As a ritual, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, it is a salamander heart, and it does hold a lot of elemental energy from the plane of fire. There are a variety of uses that you could use it for, mainly putting it in weapons or improving things that already have fire abilities. Hint, hint.
I have fire abilities.
Fire ability.
Ooh.
A lot of people in this party have fire ability. It's a very fire-centric party, which is why the salamander was going to be an interesting fight.
I feel like we could break it down and separate it.
I'm not quite certain
Why
I
don't we,
want to unleash the contents
If I could,
therein.
if I may recommend, I think I may have the most experience with this sort of thing out of anyone here.
I was gonna say, why don't before we break it apart, why don't we let Chauncey have a once over with it for a while?
We
I think that may be wise.
part of some of the things that we created back at Corrigan's workshop, we never had salamander hearts handy, but we had rare reagents and materials from other planes of existence.
Well,
Alright.
Mr. Shaw, I suppose this concludes the business we were brought out here for.
Who pays us now?
We're money. Chauncey's getting redressed now.
Well, I do. I
Oh
do.
right,
At this
Miss
point, it
Lyla.
has been a
I
few
do
minutes.
believe that y'all's payment was coming from.
It's supposed to be like
the mayor.
pickaxes and
Yeah,
things that we
y'all-
find here.
Y'all were, I believe, returning objects to your mayor.
So,
I will say
is
at this
step
point, it
3 of this
has
plan
been a
just
few
loot the town?
minutes. I will say at this point, it has been a few minutes. As you look across the water, you begin to see like the tops of buildings through the water. You also notice the water has significantly cleared up, and it appears to be slowly draining.
Oh,
Neat.
Well, isn't that nifty?
Why don't we just camp out here for a sec until that all drains down? We can rummage around in there.
long rest or a short rest?
Give
How
me
long does
time to
it
get
go?
myself.
It's a whole
proper.
fucking lake. How long? How long? How
I
long?
also-
Probably a long
Didn't
rest
we
for
get
it all
water
to
breathing
drain.
cast on us earlier too?
Yeah, I think
I did.
yeah,
We
Shaw
all have
did.
we all have water breathing on us.
Yes,
from
you
earlier.
do.
Right.
But
But do
also,
we really want to go in there?
But also, Chauncey just went in there was still taking acid damage. So, and I
And I'm
have
just
like
looking at
9
Lyla,
HP.
and I'm like, "Are you sure you want to damage your clothes?"
No. And have you seen my hair? It is a wreck.
You do not ask a
kidding me?
woman to get her hair wet.
Oh, please, it's been singed half to hell. I'm gonna have to buy a wig.
Honestly, it just feels like a nice warm bath. A little bit of a sting, but you'll get used to it.
I think I'm gonna have to.
I'm good up here.
Also,
So
yeah.
Spencer, looks like it's gonna be like a few hours for the pool to drain or
Probably
something.
going to be a few hours.
All right, sounds like
Okay.
it's a long rest time then.
Yes.
I think
I
it
will
might
give you
be
all a
nap
long
time.
rest. It's very close to sundown by the time you see the bottom of the lake. You can see it's not quite entirely drained, but you can see there are various buildings on the different tiers going down. You see that the tube that was going down to the center of the lake has quite a few mechanisms, like big old wheels and things that would be winched and pulled and turned that would make the coal, or the copper, I should say, go up in a conveyor belt. You also see that there are quite a lot of boxes around, and with what little of the sunlight is still there, it catches some of the stuff in the open boxes, and it has a copper tone to it. This is boxes upon boxes of copper ore.
Oh,
Well, all right.
Well, now that looks like something.
Do you think all this will fit in your bag, Chauncey?
I mean, the bag can fit a lot of things in it, but I don't think it can quite fit all of that in it.
We do have a wagon that could carry a bit of it.
All right.
Well, I was
Let's
gonna
load
say,
it up.
Well, then I
the mayor-
suggest you
the mayor-
bend your knees and get to lift it.
The mayor gave us a bunch of, or not, yeah, Mayor Yvonne gave us a bunch of extra containers with us strapped to the wagon for this purpose.
Well, that was for your supplies, so that it
Oh.
wasn't sitting in the bed of the wagon, taking up space that you could use to put things.
Who needs
So you
food
do
when
have more
copper?
space. Well, your food is strapped to the side of the wagon.
All
But
right.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a second and kneel down, act like I'm praying, and I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant to give us a helping hand carrying all this copper around.
Fair enough.
Oh, how delightful.
So those of you who are participating in the carrying of the copper,
Oh, no.
please give me an investigation check as you begin to kind of walk around the various sort of buildings and boxes, crates, barrels, other things like that, looking for copper ore, which is obviously the most valuable thing that you're going to find here. You can take the pickaxes if you want, or the helmets or whatever.
Ooh,
I got a natural 20.
nice.
I got
All
an
right.
18. Very nice.
Got 21.
Yeah, 22.
Awesome.
Oh, 22.
18.
We're so investigative.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Oh,
as you
damn.
all are walking around, kind of looking in various barrels, combining barrels together of copper ore, I'm going to say you get around 40,000 gold of copper ore.
Well, all
And you
right.
can
Ah.
manage to get it into enough boxes to fill the cart. It is going to be a little bit harder for the horses to drag this because it's heavy copper, but you can still drag it on back to town. It'll just take you a little bit longer and you might need a few more breaks.
Oh well.
I'll like say I'll mold Earth to like help action, kind of. I don't know, maybe shuffle boxes along or something.
On a earth bend the boxes up the ramp.
Oh yeah,
love
no,
it.
she is not touching them. Like, are you out of your mind? Like,
I love that.
Mhm.
Chauncey's just inspecting random chunks of the ore as we load it, just to try and be like, I wonder how the integrity held up at the bottom of that acid, and sniffs it a little, does a fang test on one piece.
Does it taste good, Chauncey?
I'm testing the durability on it.
oh,
Right.
we thought you were going to eat that too.
I didn't. You drink one lizard person.
I don't think that copper's got any blood in it, Chauncey.
Blood money.
R.
Like jab him in the ribs with an elbow.
All right. Load her up.
Yeah. So at this point, it is definitely nighttime once you've gotten everything loaded in. So I will let you decide if you want to travel in the night or
No.
if you don't.
That does seem ill-advised.
You guys really
Well.
want to be attacked by tree people at night?
Yeah. Well, if you run into another tree.
I'll always take the beauty sleep if it's on offer.
Well, you technically won't benefit from a long rest, but you can take a long rest, essentially. So yep, in the morning, you wake up. Since the lake has drained, the area smells significantly better. There is not a constant noxious fog rolling over Red Tower. You can actually see the entire town, and yeah, it's pretty run down. Probably a little bit more run down than you were expecting it to. Almost like the smoke kind of hid how run down it was, but yeah, this place is abandoned. And it looked like it was abandoned in a hurry, which matches with the stories that you've heard about this place. And yeah, it takes a little bit to get the horses dragging the copper, and you do noticeably go slower, but you make it back on the road probably 8 or 9 in the morning, and you head on the 2 days back to Drake's Ridge.
Oh, I
So once
forgot it
again,
was a 2-day ride.
I would like you all to tell me what abilities you are using in your skill check to make the trip smoother.
Animal
Won't you
handling.
regale us with more of your tales, Miss Lyla?
Oh, let's think. No, actually, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna do she's gonna do card tricks. We'll
All
do
right.
sleight of hand. She's gonna entertain with some
All
Is
right.
this your car?
yeah, that kind of, very Chris, what's his name? Chris Angel kind of like street magician thing.
Mind freak.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a nature check, we got a
24.
performance check. All right, you keep everyone's spirits pretty high.
Your
I'm
card
The
tricks
doing
are
day goes by
impressive,
quickly.
even though we know real magic is also real.
I'm gonna
In this
do
universe, I
what?
feel like it's more impressive that you're able to trick someone who does have magic and who knows what magic is. To be able to pull off something that looks like magic with no magic is an impressive feat in itself.
fair enough. So I'm gonna do animal handling for the horses,
Uh-huh.
which is 16.
All right. So Cinnamon and Sugar Dust seem pretty happy to be back on the road, going back home.
Back the road again.
Close to the end of the day, there is a definite slowing down as they're kind of getting a little tired of having to pull the 40,000 gold worth of copper ore along with them. But you don't experience any problems from the horses themselves. So what is everybody else doing?
Um, I'll do a perception through faux pas, leading the way a bit
All right.
overhead
Yep, you
and
send
forward.
faux pas up in the sky.
Good luck, faux pas. Oh, nice. A dirty 20.
All right. You do at one point manage to guide the group away from a owl bear mama and her cubs that would definitely become territorial and attack, and you definitely guide them away from that as you clip clop along the various roads and convenient path-like things that might not be paths, but guide them along that and avoid some dangers within the woods. And we got Chauncey and Jed.
I would like to just Chauncey's he doesn't have all the materials that he would want to study the heart with while we travel. Probably left some of them at home. So instead, he's just got out his sewing kit and he's gonna make everybody comfy seat cushions.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
lovely. Oh, I
Make
love
me a
that.
tool check then.
That's
I
adorable.
love it.
I'm one level away from being expert in all tools I know, but so
As
tool
someone
check.
who's doing the horses, I would greatly appreciate that.
He is
So-
such a darling, isn't he?
What skill other than my proficiency do I add to is it an intelligence? Is it dexterity?
Probably dexterity.
Yeah, it would be something along the lines of sleight of hand if you're sewing up
Right.
seat cushions. That would make the
15.
most sense. Okay. They're pretty good seat cushions. They might not, they might only last about 3 or 4 years, but I mean, that's all you really need them for, really. You probably want to get new ones by then anyway. So they're pretty good. They're pretty comfy. They keep everybody's butts nice and unsore from the horrible wood seats that are available to you all. And Jed.
Jed's gonna do stealth.
All right.
Sneak us along.
Uh-huh.
And that's gonna be, oh, I did bad. 10.
Oh.
Oof.
Ka-thunk,
Okay,
ka-thunk,
so
ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
yeah. You're kind of just enjoying the ride, having just survived a salamander attack. You're not quite paying attention to everything, and
Jed's
you
mind
know,
is drifting to the door in the mines back in Drake's Ridge, where he knows
yes.
Mazaran Diel is waiting for him. I'm thinking about
Mayhaps.
that.
All
Creepy.
right. So yep, you travel along and the day indeed comes to an end. You set up camp. There are no nighttime visitations, thankfully.
Oh.
No dreams, no creatures going bump in the night. Nothing of that sort. Surprisingly relaxing. The next day, once again, you do it all over again. All right, if you want to switch up your rolls, switch up your rolls, but if not, just make the same roll again.
Um,
Can I persuade the horses to go faster?
Um,
No, I know that's stupid.
Can I intimidate the grounds to be soft?
Exactly.
my God, that's
How does a
that's-
charisma character contribute to this?
I do
I have another tool idea.
Uh-huh.
Chauncey's gonna, over the course of the night, just reshod the horseshoes. I don't know. Or he's gonna fix the horse. I don't know. I'm not a fucking whatever you call them. What's that profession? It's a very specific profession.
Oh,
The people who
Oh.
shoot horses.
We had a
Oh,
we
I know
have
what
a
you're
degree
talking
for
about.
we have a degree for it at the school that like half the cast went
oh
to.
yeah, we did.
well, it's not
Because
called
we were
equestrian
equestrian.
A
studies.
farrier.
It's like
It's a farrier.
A
yeah, it's
farrier.
like a
Farrier.
specific word for
Farrier.
horseshoe
Farrier.
makers.
Yeah.
I think we had
Took me a minute.
didn't we have programs for that?
I have no fucking clue.
We
I
did
didn't look
because
into it.
the owner, whatever her name was.
Paula,
Yeah, Paula.
good old
Her
Paula.
daughter was really into horses, and
Oh
so he
God.
created the entire program just
It all
because-
comes back to horse girls.
I was just
There is no greater
like,
power in this world.
there
than the
literally
horse
isn't.
girl. Mysteries of Ravensburg Academy, Drake's Ridge, the
Yes.
school half the cast went to. Horse
Correct.
girls.
horse girls.
Horse girls.
That's
Okay,
my
so
fandom.
yes, I will allow you to reshod the horses.
21.
Yeah, you take the horseshoes off, you clean the horseshoes, get them back on. It looks like they were reshod pretty recently. Gertie, same name.
A lot of Erdies.
A lot of Erdies, apparently, yeah. Gertie does seem to do a pretty good job of keeping these horses nicely shod and exercised and well fed. And so it really isn't that much work to completely reshod the horses, but you've worked near her to know that a reshod is a pretty revitalizing kick in the butt for these horses.
I'm just imagining her seeing the new horseshoes, and she's gonna be like, "What? Was my work not good enough for you?"
All right, so
She's
what
a
are the rest
sweet
of you
girl. She'll be
doing?
fine.
Can
She's
I
probably
do?
too busy
oh,
writing her
yeah.
romance novels.
What am I doing?
Can I do a nature check and an animal handling?
I'm gonna say one or the other
Damn it!
because everybody only gets to make one roll for this. So nature or animal handling.
All right, I'll just do animal handling.
Okay.
I'll do nature for the weather.
Oh yeah. And now the weather.
Okay.
25.
Jesus.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You not just end up predicting the weather, which I mean, it's going to be sunny. It's pretty easy to predict the weather here in Gold Rush.
My divination
Um,
skills. I think it's gonna be a sunny day.
And
Yeah.
there's a 30% chance that it's already raining.
Was that a Mean Girls reference?
No.
Yes.
God, okay.
Yeah.
Of course. So yeah, but
I'm
not
sorry, I
only
had
do
to.
you manage to get the weather correct, but you do manage to guide the horses away from certain dangers like roots that are growing that might trip them, paths that might be a little bit hard to navigate because they're close to the edge and made of crumbly soil. You kind of begin to see these things as you guide the horses down the path. And the rest of you?
Oh yeah.
I got a 10 in animal handling.
No, you didn't. You got an 18.
Oh, Hortons. Right.
There we go.
Since
All
we're
right.
both up front together, may as well.
Do it up.
Yep. So, yep, you managed to keep these horses happy and on track, and you experience no problems from cinnamon and sugar dust.
And
Where was
every
my porn
time,
yesterday when I
Right-
fucked up the
right?
stealth?
My
He just
porn
had
die
bad portents
yesterday
that
were
day.
5 and 6. Yeah,
Okay.
Um,
5 and 6
so-
yesterday, 18 and 15 today. So
Lyla tried to sing again and got a 12. So
We all suck.
I feel like she should really stop doing that. We were
Well,
gonna do a
I
little.
gotta
a
say,
little...
I don't know if singing is your thing.
the thing is Lyla self-aware enough to know that Lyla's bad
Is
at
she
singing?
bad American Idol edition level of delusional?
I need a stage. I need
Right.
the ambiance
Like
and
perhaps like a cleansing like salt water drink.
yes, you
Lyla hits a
understand.
bad note, and at this point, Chauncey's got a crochet hook out, and he's got half of a salamander head made of a stuffed animal, and he's just like, do you need help? I just like,
Hell, no, I
Salamander
don't.
had better singing than you
Well,
do.
well, then you try it.
oh, I can't sing. I was saying like I could. Is maybe you're sick? I could look at your throat.
Sick? I would.
Damn.
Well, I never.
Damn.
Virgil
Personal
can,
attacks all around.
Virgil can
Yeah.
attest. My mother ran a clinic, and we treated a lot of people with a lot of.
All
throat
right, now
illnesses.
that is enough.
What would I need to do
Oh my
for
lord!
singing? What
Chauncey,
check?
It
maybe
would be a
we let-
performance check.
We let sleeping dogs lie here, why don't we?
You will not be contributing
if
to
I
this
wasn't
to the
already
skill
sitting
check
down,
of the
I
party,
will.
but I will let you roll a performance check.
Thank you. Natural 20, natural 20.
That's not what.
Oh, I got a 20.
Dirty 20?
No, just 18 plus 2.
Yes, so that would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20,
Um,
yeah.
A dirty
That's
20.
because it's not natural. It's not a natural 20, but anyway. So, yep. Yeah, it's pretty good singing. No one really could have guessed that Velantrios was pretty good at singing, but
Right.
Velantrios
I
was
think I
pretty good at
speak for
This is
all
some
singing.
of us when
bullshit.
I say I'm done with singing in general for a little bit, just for the rest of the day, I think.
Fine. Then I'll skill check by shutting the fuck up. For this.
Miss Lyla, it's here. Chauncey's just gonna grab a ball of yarn that was sitting on Lovey May's lap, and he's like, "Can you hold this and help me spin it out while I make this?"
Meanwhile, Velantrios is singing like
yeah, if you think I
an
could.
opera singer.
Just cry. Just
Full on
tear.
hitting
Just
those
one
high
single
notes.
tear.
And
It's like listening to the sounds of nature in a voice.
lovely. So Jed, what you doing? I think you're the last one
16
to.
for stealth.
All right, you lock back in and manage to get us into the shadows and down around cliffs and around rocks and that sort of thing. And you manage to make it. It's probably about 3 or 4 hours after you would have made it if you hadn't been carrying 40,000 gold worth of copper.
Right.
But you do manage to make it to town. The sun has gone down as you trot into town. Everybody seems to be in the salty spittoon. It's probably around 9 o'clock in the evening. As you kind of clop back in, dragging your cart behind. And as you pull up to the general store, you do see that Yvonne is indeed waiting for you, as she probably sensed your arrival. As she silently moves up to the cart. Hello, I assume that your quest was successful.
Quite so.
There's a quest. Oh yeah.
Miss Lyla is simply weary from a long day's travel.
I am
Oh,
not
Homelessness and
surprised.
Suffering.
I am not surprised. It is hard to go for many days in a wagon. I understand. I personally rather fly, but it is tiring and taxing on my wings.
Naturally. We reckon it's probably about 40,000 gold's worth of copper we found.
pleasant surprise that.
Yes. We have someone coming into town tomorrow to buy our ore, and I will make sure that you get your fair share of the gold. Um, it will handily pay off the 35,000 for the water tower. 34,000. Yes, the 34,000. Um, so you said it was 40,000 that you got, and 34,000. So that means that the five of you will be splitting about 6,000 golds between you. Um,
All right then.
I will also spend the evening um, drafting up a um, recommendation so you may charter a ship from Creator's Hollow. You will have to go through Turtle Shell Key, which I'm sure Shawthorn is familiar with, to get there, and then you can charter a ship. It shouldn't be that much money to get a ship from here to Creator's Hollow, and then it will be easy to find a crew. But either way, I will write it up. I will also make sure that you have at least one round at the Salty Spittoon on the town. It is the least that we can do.
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor.
And she kind of knocks on she goes over to the general store and knocks on the door, and you see Gertie and Dez come out, and they help you unload the boxes. And Dez just, woo-wee, that's a lot of copper.
Yeah, well, guess that's what you get when you up and abandon a copper mine in town.
Oh, Des, I reshod the horses on the road. I used just the horseshoes were a little beat up after we rode them so far for so long, and I just a little repair with the smith kit. I hope you don't mind.
Well, it's not me you should be worried about. It's well, Gertie over there. She's the one that shods all the horses.
I meant to say Gertie above the name, not Des.
I'd like to think that you're
You
just
look
so
over at Gertie
tired.
and she's just crying.
Hand to the poor.
While we're unloading, I guess I'll talk to Shaw and I'll say, well, I don't know what your plans are now that we solved your little bounty, but we sure would appreciate your help in getting to Turtle Shell Key.
Well, I figure since we're headed the same way, I'd much rather party going that way anyways than travel alone.
Perhaps you could learn some better manners along the way.
I do apologize, Miss Lyla.
Sorry, I'm just cranky.
Well, nothing a pint at the Salty Spittoon can't fix.
And a bath.
And a
Amen.
All right,
I
so you
forgot it was
managed
called
to
the
get.
Salty Spittoon.
That was a decision y'all made.
I know. I
And it's
love us.
great.
I
I
stand by
love
it.
us. I definitely do.
Yeah. So you managed to get all the copper boxes all out and in the general store and in the loading area where they will be assessed and paid for. So you'll most likely get your check,
Yeah.
your cash.
Can I get Venmo'd actually?
Ye olde Venmo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'll get your gold in the morning. You'll get your
Put it in
6,000
my
gold
mage
in
coin.
cash in the morning. And yeah, I'm assuming you all head down to the Salty Spittoon, where you indeed, through the magic of Yvonne sending mental messages through various means, did inform Teddy that you all are getting a free round that is on the town. It's probably that point in the night where people are beginning to head home. The sort of B class acts are playing. So like someone's teenage daughter who's like in advanced piano lessons is playing the piano. So it's not as good as the person that's earlier in the evening, but it's not terrible by any means. It's just kind of, could be better.
Mediocre.
Well,
Lyla, you should play.
there's your stage, Miss Lyla.
Maybe we should send Velantrios up there.
And I'll give you a guidance.
Okay. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna turn in for the evening.
I mean, you have a drink with us, Miss Lyla. We've been on the road for so long.
Oh, well, of course, I wasn't gonna miss out on that. But I think I have worn my boots out for the day.
That's more than understandable.
So yeah, you sit down at the table and Teddy lumbers on over and gives you some pretty good a nice pint of beer with a good head on it that you all begin to drink.
Jedidiah has never drank here before. This is his first time.
Oh, yeah,
As a good
has-
church boy,
Oh.
I've made sure to avoid the bar, but
But
Maybe
I'm
it's
assuming
not. Y'all
Jedidiah
might
has
see-
drank alcohol before.
yes, he has, but he's pretending to be a religious figure, so
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, so kind of, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
but-
dear.
Oh wait, is he Jed or is he virtual right now?
I'm Virgil.
He's
Oh,
hasn't
pretending to be
brought
Virgil.
Virgil before this.
Jed
I'm
has
always
drank
Virgil,
alcohol
baby.
before. Virgil is
Right.
Virgil has never had a drink in his life.
Oh no, I've never had a drink in my life. I wonder how this will affect me. It sounds like 3 shots.
Yeah.
doesn't affect him at
It very
all.
much is that.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah, spoiling the preacher.
Yep. So, as you all are sitting and drinking and having a very, very fine evening, what's everybody's passive perception?
15.
14.
12.
Passive perception.
Passive
15.
I'm not a smart man.
It's not. It's wisdom. It's not smarts.
Exactly.
What a lie.
Wow.
Can we use Lovey May's perception instead of Chauncey's?
Sure.
Chauncey's. Wait, so how do we do passive perception again?
It's 10 plus
10 plus.
everything. It's 10 plus your perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, Chauncey's technically is 8 because he has minus to wisdom, and Lovey May's is 16. Lovey May has twice
Okay.
the passive perception as he does.
All right.
Can't be
So,
surprised.
Lyla, Lovey May, and Velantrios, the three of you notice that there is a woman wearing a white dress
Uh-oh.
and a broad hat
Oh
and
boy.
sunglasses, the little sort of black
Small
lenses with
circular
the
ones.
with like a it's more of I think they're called like a pince nez or something like that, where it's more of it hooks over the nose rather than it has
Yeah.
arms
Oh,
that go over
yeah,
the
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
And she's just been staring at you ever since you got in. And it takes a couple of minutes after you've noticed her that she kind of gets up and walks over to you.
Oh, well, glad she decided to make the first move.
Hmm.
She says almost out loud, kind of,
Yes.
under her breath.
As
What was
this
that?
woman gets to the table, and it's very weird. She has a very weird energy about her that even the most oblivious person would notice. There's something really weird about her. And she actually comes up to you, Lyla. And from behind her back, she pulls out a present wrapped in gold paper with a red ribbon on it and sets it down. I've been waiting to give this to you for a while. Happy birthday.
Oh, is this from... Oh, he does always send the strangest folk. Thank
He introduce
Does
us, Miss
always
Lyla.
send. And at this point, she does kind of adjust her sunglasses, kind of takes them off and kind of wipes them with a handkerchief before putting them back on. She actually positions herself in such a way when she does this that none of the rest of you can see it because her hat is kind of slanted. But as she does this and she says, he does send the strangest folk, he does. Her eyes are completely white and the skin around her eyes is rotting.
Oh my.
Well, it was delightful meeting you. I imagine you have much more pressing matters to attend to than just a gift delivery.
Well, I do, but I would at least like to see you open it.
Oh, well, now that wouldn't be polite. I don't know if I should hear in front of everybody.
Velantrios
Can I
just,
roll
like, scoots
insight or
back.
something just to feel, I don't know, I feel like there's tension here or something.
Yes, you may roll an insight.
Ooh.
Can I also roll an insight to see
Yes,
if
you may.
I
like,
got a 23.
Everybody starts rolling an insight.
is
Oh
this
yeah,
box
she's
gonna blow up?
I was
Like,
pretty tempted, yeah. Not gonna lie.
1 second.
17?
Passive wisdom, insight. How do I roll?
Like, do I clock that Lyla feels maybe unsafe or something?
There we go. Let's see. That is a 24.
yeah, this woman really weird.
You don't say.
Incredibly strange. It's not just that her mannerisms are weird. There is a palpable aura around her, as if this is not just, oh, she's a quirky person. There is something deeply wrong with her on a molecular level that you can feel radiating off of her.
Do I feel anything from Lyla? And do I just feel unsafe or uncomfortable or?
I definitely don't want to open the box. Like, I feel like I've made that pretty
All right.
clear.
Jed's
Like-
gonna speak up, and he's like, Miss, pardon my interjection, but I do think we've all had a long day, and I think Miss Lyla might just be ready for bed, and a present like this might just be too much excitement for a night like this.
I think I feel a faint coming on.
Be that as it may, it is a little rude to not open a present when you're given it.
I swear to God.
I suppose if it'll make everyone happy.
Miss Lyla, I didn't even know it was your birthday, Miss Lyla. Did we is it coming up? Did we miss it?
I
it
completely
today?
forgot myself.
I refuse to believe that Lyla would forget her own birthday.
Whoopsie. You know, woman of my years. Let me stop counting. I guess we're gonna open the box.
All right. Yep, you open the box. The box is empty, save for a single playing card face down in the bottom of the box.
What? Turn it over.
It is the King of Spades card. But then this King of Spades completely vanishes, and handwritten in red ink is the phrase, "I know what you did, you bastard."
I know what you
Written
did
on the
last
card.
Oh. Well, that is so thoughtful, isn't it? Oh, you know.
Can any of
Well,
us see
now
this?
I don't know. Does Lyla show the card?
Nope.
Of course not.
All right. And at this point, she does, well, now it is my time to show myself out. Thank you very much. And she backs up, and pulling out from her dress is another deck of cards that she smacks, and the cards fly off of the deck as everyone kind of, as it swirls into a portal that she just leaves through, and the cards vanish.
Teddy, could you fix me up another one?
I certainly will. And at this point, the box begins to rattle.
Oh boy.
And then it explodes into fireworks and cards. Cards shoot everywhere. Fireworks fill the bar. Everyone starts screaming and panicking and running. The fireworks don't actually hurt you. It seems to be illusory, but spiraling through the air are
Still what
two
happens.
top hats swirling at great speed. before they land on the floor, and popping out from under them are these weird-looking goblin creatures. There's two of them. Huge yellow
What
eyes
in
with
holy
tiny
hell?
cat-like
Lyla, what is
pupils,
happening?
giant pointed ears, top hats, vests, almost 2 rows of piranha teeth on these huge smiles. They don't even have lips, it seems. They just have a huge smile cut into their face, tiny itty-bitty noses.
Ew.
As they pop out, and they kind of look around for a moment. And they both look at you. Cards! And they all both pull out card decks as well. And that's where we're going to end the episode for this week. So join us next week as we find out what is going down here on this day. So I will see you next week, and I will see the rest of you all in 5 minutes.